Hi guys, I'm Dos and welcome back to the DBG channel. I appreciate it's been a little while since we've put anything on here, but regular followers will know why. We have been super busy with the initial booking in and our launch weekend of the Henry Stokes Airgun collection. I'd like to start off by saying a massive thank you to everybody who came along and made the weekend a really good success for us. It was a really we were overwhelmed. Certainly on Sunday, we were overwhelmed by the amount of people who turned up, and lots and lots of guns got sold, which is fantastic. So thank you so much. Saturday was a bit quieter, and to be fair, given what the weather forecast was like, I wouldn't have fancied travelling from afar, and it did end up being rather hot. But we still sold through quite a few guns, so we are absolutely fine with that. What we're planning to do for the next few weeks in terms of YouTube output, I will get out to Colne Valley hopefully this Sunday and do some sort of shooting content, because I haven't done that for a while, and also I haven't been out to shoot anything other than test guns on the range in here for weeks, so I'm quite missing it. So I'd love to get out there and do some of that. So hopefully with if all the planets are in alignment, I should get out there on Sunday and get some of that filmed. But in addition to that, I am planning to do some nostalgia, memory lane type stuff. In amongst the Henry Stokes collection, there is an ASI sniper, and I did promise ages ago that, as that was my very first gun about 1 billion years ago, that if one ever came in, I'd do a memory lane on that. So I'm going to try and fit that in at some point. And we've also got a massive cache of old airgun magazines, so I was thinking about maybe doing a bit of an in-depth look through of one, like maybe one from the late 70s, early 80s, mid 80s and late 80s, all the separate programs, and we can have a look at the price lists and cry ourselves to sleep over those. So that's the plans on that side of things. The other thing that we will be doing, and something else that I would like to make clear, is that the balance of the Henry Stokes collection is I've readapted the shop space and the workshop space again, so that we are able to trade, and the balance of the collection is with us. And any of our customers, so if you weren't able to make it on the weekend, what's left is still here to view, and you're more than welcome to pop in, just check our opening times, and if you're travelling from afar, maybe give us a phone call, just because we do have to pop out from time to time, like everybody else. But yeah, there's still plenty here for people to come and browse and hopefully buy and go home. What I'm planning is, what this video is, and what I'm planning to do over the coming weeks is we're going to sort of cherry pick what's left in the collection, and I'm going to do just a very small overview, nothing too in-depth or anything, on like one specific gun for each of the YouTube videos that we do, and it will also then link to a Gunstar ad and an ad on our website, and all of the three things will be tied together in a number of places. The idea being it gives us the best possible chance to reach as many people as possible who might be interested in purchasing the absolute creme de la creme of what we've got left. Okay, so let's give you an idea of what we've had in and what's already gone out. One of the surprise contents of the collection was a 5.0 300. That found a new hope almost instantly, I'm glad to say, so I'm pleased with that. The lessons we've learned as a business going forward, with the number of requests we've had for them on the wish list, is that once we've got all of this dealt with, I think what I will dedicate the rest of my time in terms of second-hand sales to doing is tracking down and buying up as many Webley Mark IIIs and original 50s as possible, because the request for those has been almost endless. In case you're wondering, all of the Mark IIIs and the original 50 have already gone. So that's why and I've still got a long list of people waiting for them. So as I say, once we've got through all of this lot, that's where our focus is going to be. Okay, just going to show you a few guns that will be coming up. One that's already sold, but I just wanted to get on camera. The chap who bought this was unable to travel down for the weekend. I don't ever recall seeing one in the flesh, so I thought it'd be fantastic to get it on camera, and just so that you guys can see what a nice example it is. So we'll start with this. So this is already sold, so please don't get in touch wanting to buy this one. Anybody recognise what we've got here? It's become almost a unicorn gun for BSA enthusiasts and break barrel enthusiasts in particular. It's the BSA Mercury Challenger in 2.2, and it's in absolutely beautiful condition. As I say, this one's already bought. I have had just a couple of test shots with it, and it's such a shame, from my point of view as a BSA fanboy, it's such a shame that BSA finally got it right, just as they were sort of dying on their arse financially, and then the Spanish sort of came in and saved the company, kind of. But stuff like this kind of got left behind, which is a shame. For my money, this shoots every bit as well as any other break barrel I've ever used, up to and including like the Virex and stuff. It is a phenomenally good gun, and I hope the new owner is going to be very, very happy with that. It is just a stunning example of a rare and beautiful gun. But like I say, that one's already sold. Still available. This is a very, very small selection that I've just picked out pretty much at random. We have a first model year Birmingham Lightning in very, very nice condition, functioning well, looking very good. If you're interested in this, please get in touch. There will be a link to Sharon's done like a kind of an encapsulated photographs of the price list of all the stock we have left, and either that itself or a link to it. So either that itself will be on the end of the video, or there'll be a link to it in the description below. Again, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please don't forget to like, subscribe, all the usual YouTube stuff. It really does help out. Okay, let's what should we do next? Okay, yeah, it is an unusual one. I love a side lever, and side levers from this era, most people will immediately think Jackals, Air Arms, Webleys. This is neither of those, none of those rather. As soon as you see the trigger guard, the more knowledgeable will know exactly what we're looking at here. Don't know if you can see that. Yeah, we've got ourselves a Hammereye 401. What a beautiful gun that is. Again, we've tested it. It's run at 9.5 foot-pound, and it is super, super accurate. Really good, crisp trigger. I'm sorely tempted by this one myself, because I do love side levers, and I haven't got one in my collection at the moment. But as you can hopefully see, this one is in absolutely glorious condition as well. So that is still available. We will get to the subject of this video in a moment, which is another really, really rare gun, but well, to be fair, all of these are, particularly in the type of condition area. Next up, if we've got any fans of Birmingham Webleys, the late models, we've got 3 available. I've got a tidy Exocet, I've got a tidy Stingray, and I've got this Stingray. That is virtually box fresh. Got a couple of tiny marks on it. I'll try and get this up to the camera so you can see the quality of the bluing on that, and hopefully that will come across nicely on the film. But it is absolutely exceptional. It's in beautiful condition. It's very functional. It's doing 11.4 foot-pound, very accurate, and just a lovely thing. Again, a bit like BSA, it's a shame that Webley got it so right, so near the end, and then we never got to really reap the benefits of it. Next up, again, another gun I've never seen in the flesh. I don't know if any of you have got any idea what that is, but this is a BSF Bavaria B54. It is the standard version with the grooved stock. We did have a customer who was after the Bayern version with all the checkering and stuff. I don't know how many they sold, but my guess is that there are not very many left at all. This is the only one I've seen. Again, it's run about 9.5 foot-pounds. It is beautifully smooth, and the engineering quality is just phenomenal. And beautiful oak sights, a lovely bit of walnut stock. Just, again, a lovely, lovely thing. I've never seen one, and I don't know if I'll ever see one again after this. And I've been around guns for years and years and years. Okay, to the subject of this particular short video, or the short overview contained within this video. That's better. You can tell I haven't done any videos for a few weeks, can't you? I'm even worse than usual. Okay, I'm going to show it to you first. Some of you will know what it is. It's not a BSA Lightning, okay? It is again, like I say, some of our more knowledgeable people will know what it is. It is a BSA Spitfire. There are not many of these. Well, there weren't many made in the first place, and there are not many left. Certainly not many left in this condition, and even less left that are both functional, holding air, and making good power. Which this one is doing all three of. The problem with these is a few years down the line, when people weren't really sure what they were, somebody who wasn't familiar with gun would grab hold of it, slap the barrel open, and then go to cock it like a brake barrel, and in doing so would break all of the mechanism down here that actually cocks the gun, because it is in actual fact a brake barrel PCP. Yeah, right. So it's got a small air chamber, got a little fill port under there. We have got the dedicated fill probe for this as well. I think they're quite hard to come by these days, but we've got it. And this is how it operates. We'll just check we're clear. Yeah, there's nothing in the barrel. So it's just, that is now cocked. And that's it, recoilless. And I'll tell you something else as well. The much maligned Super Sport trigger, when it's just holding back a little hammer spring for a PCP, really good trigger on this, really surprised. I have run this over the chronograph earlier, and the result of that will be appearing in a still here. As you can see, that's a really healthy power output. And that is Henry, the marvellous guy who owned all of these guns, would have been the last person to fill this, and he's been passed away for over a year. So that's held that air all that time. So we know it's good, and it's not leaking. It's making good power. Haven't accuracy tested it, but given how little use it appears to have had, and that it's got one of the fantastic BSA hammer forged barrels, I can only imagine it's in particularly fine fettle. Okay, I'm not going to do any from the firing point shots with this because it hasn't got scope on it, and to be fair, it doesn't look like it's ever had one mounted on it either. So I don't want to be the first person to mark up the scope rails by doing that. But like I say, really, really unusual, really nice, really good condition. It's got a bit of a custom stock on this one, but we have, for an additional little bit of money, if you're interested, we have got the standard stock for it as well. Okay, so that is pretty much what I wanted to say for today. Like I say, what I will be doing going forward is hopefully every 2 or 3 days I will be doing selecting one of these guns, and the ones that I've got sights on, open sights that is, or the ones that have clearly had scopes mounted on them before, we'll be doing a little bit of a chrono test and an accuracy test, and also getting the adverts and stuff compiled. So over the course of the next a few days to a week or so, we will start getting adverts for what we're going to do. As I said, we'll just cherry pick the best stuff that's left, and those will go onto Gunstar adverts and also be linked across to the website, and the whole price list will then just be circulated on all our usual avenues on social media. I hope that's been of interest to you. I'm really looking forward to doing the down memory lane stuff with the sniper and the airgun magazines and stuff like that. And I dare say there's also a few of the guns in here that we can shoot, that we can also pull together some little nostalgia clips and bits and pieces with. If there's anything particular you would like us to do or cover that we haven't already, or that I haven't just mentioned there, then please do get involved in the comments below. And again, if there are any specifics, we now know exactly what we've got, obviously. So if there are any specifics you're after, then please do get in touch. There's very little in the way of modern high-end PCPs. I have got a Daystate Air Ranger here and an almost immaculate early Air Arms S400 that's holding air perfectly, but that's pretty much it on the sort of higher end PCPs. In terms of, there's an awful lot of mid-market stuff from the classic era, so loads of Diana G79s, BSA Cadets, Cadet Majors, quite a few of the older like Chinese Lion, side levers, under levers, that type of thing. Got quite a few non-working American pump-ups, so if anyone fancies a project. In terms of the project guns, I've mentioned the project guns quite a few times before. What I would like to make clear is these are not boxes of bits. These are fully assembled guns that when we've booked them in to do the testing and stuff, they've either not worked, or they're very low in power, or they've got obvious other issues. And rather than spend workshop time on them, because functionally they're not going to be worth much more than about an hour and a half's labour anyway, we're just going to sell them as a project gun, although they are complete and in one piece. And they start at £10. So, you know, there really is literally something for everyone here. So hopefully, we'll just mention as well, we have got, I think, 3 BSA pre-war underleavers. We've got a BSA standard and 2 improved Model Ds. One's from 2013, one's from 2019. Again, so if that's the type of thing that interests you, then please do get in touch. I will be doing a video on one of those. And also, they are guns that I'm not hugely knowledgeable about, but I do like them. So I would promise myself that I would treat myself to one gun from Henry's collection when they first came in. I was hoping for a mint immaculate Air Sporter, Kill Surprise, but unfortunately there wasn't one. There was a really nice Mark II that sold yesterday, but the best of the pre-war BSAs was a very, very tidy BSA standard in 2.2 that was doing 10.5 foot-pounds, and that's what I purchased for myself. I put a couple of shots through it yesterday, and it put a right grin on my face, I've got to say. In terms of other stuff that's going on with DBG, sorry, I'm just using this as an absolute sort of mash-up of a catch-up. But in terms of other stuff, all the Mercury XLs and stuff that we had in sold. I have built 1 more, and I have 2 more either that will be under construction at some point in the next week or 2, and they have already been reserved. So we've already got customers for those. I will continue to look for more Lightning XL barrels. If I can find any more, then I will pop an update on there and say that there will be some more Mercury XLs available. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Hopefully that's been informative to you, and we will be back soon with the stuff that I mentioned earlier. See you again soon. Bye.